I think eyes on this Tiny. I'm going to be just staring at him, seeing what he's able to make happen. I think he has to make these clean rotations. Gank mid. It seems like a little weird where we don't see too many just straight rotations, but as Tiny, like, got to get some Avatos combos. Just kill him once or twice early laning phase, get Supreme an advantage. Because Luna overall, this hero's not winning the most games. I'm still very questionable about the hero. And I'm seeing a lot of run-at-you heroes that Luna does not really like playing against. Razor and Centaur, Earth Spirit, they all just get right on top of you. So I am a bit worried for Chicken Fighters. They do have good team fight when they're all grouped up together around that Luna and Underlord, if they come out of the lanes in a good spot. But Vikings just looks easier to execute. They can just, like, the Stampede is going to be so valuable at all stages.
Sure. And I guess, like, Luna, you're not doing the Axe build, right? You are going right-click Luna.
In this game, I think that I say that every time though, but with AT, I think the Ags build looks so much better. But then you're building into the Shadow Fiend BKB,
and that's
so
the
I don't think you
BKB,
can. Unfortunately,
a Centaur that's going to have a hood, going to have a pipe.
I don't think you can. I think you have to do your usual Luna builds that we're just not seeing work out most of the time. So let's see if Charlie can prove us wrong. Let's see if they can make the difference too. And his top lane too. You know, they picked this Underlord last pick, probably expecting some type of like weak carry because they see the Witch Doctor and Jug was already banned and all that. So Chessie's like, all right, I'm gonna get a good lane. Then they pick Razor. This Underlord lane is going to be quite terrible. That's why I'm saying like eyes on Era, because top he can only assist so much with just like pulling waves and stuff like that. I want to really see him play around mid early on. Not right now, but you know, as soon as he hits 2 or 3.
Yeah, and then sort of on the bottom, you know, is it going to be an easy lane for Charlie to farm into as a Luna, or will pressure be on him?
I think pressure will be on him a bit. Jeppe will help a lot, though. This ET is a bit of a difference maker versus double melee. You do get that bit of a benefit, too, from the Lunar Blessing a lot, so I think Jeppe will be able to secure Charlie decently, but that doesn't mean that they can pressure Kezu. I think Kezu's going to get free farm, too. Trying to meet the waves. Charlie unable to do so. Aramis just dancing with him. And top, we see the same kind of thing happening. Era manipulating those waves, knows he can't just stand lane. They need to move it around for this Underlord.
We'll be able to easily hold it around for the next wave.
First wave mid goes heavily in favor of Boom right now. 6-1 to the 2-1 of Supreme. Supreme missing actually quite a lot of last hits.
I mean, does this ever really get any better? I mean, I'm sure you're going to have nukes as Alina, but the potential for the SF to deny is it's not going to be too fun for the Lina to play into, especially if you had a bad start in the first wave.
Skill matchup after the start. But yeah, Supreme probably going to suffer if the souls are already starting to get maxed out this early on. Bottom, we did see the pull got kind of messed up a little bit by the hard camp, and we're seeing just some crazy lane equilibrium mechanics going on down here with Aramis and Charlie. But yeah, Kezu is going to be able to get away with something, but that also means that Charlie's going to get up to level 3 very early on. So then they could actually pose some kill threat if Aramis isn't careful. Okay. Level 2 beam, pretty strong. Might hold the point, though. Look at all these lanes. The creeps are just being pulled all over the place. Celery, eating some heavy harass. But he'll be all right. And Boom actually tips Era for not going for the top rune. I think he saw him like lingering in the area, and then Era did not actually take it away.
Yeah, so was Era just not in time to stop him from grabbing it?
It looks like he just rotated away. Like he just actually went back toward top to try to make a move perhaps on Celery, because he hit 2. So maybe he thinks if Celery steps out of position, they can get a kill. He's going to try.
Celery, he's also hit 2, so he's got the cask. And those bounces, that'll do the job. Allows him to step away from the 2 of them, so they won't quite get him.
Boom, even stacking for himself now, already up to level 4. Great start in the mid lane. Look at Aramis too. This is just obnoxious.
Oh, taking away his rune.
The boots, he's got it.
Oh, that always hurts. At least it wasn't like a rune that Supreme absolutely needed. Like he's not low HP, low mana. He will be able to stay on the map, but still a definite nuisance there for Supreme.
Mm-hmm. And look at this River Ward, the one that they placed right in the beginning of the game. I think this is to watch those tiny movements, watch these rotations as they have that fragile Shadow Fiend in mid lane. They see Era moving, he just moves off to the jungle. Aramis kind of rotates over to cover the area as well. So some good preparations by Viking, really understanding how Chicken Fighters would have to shut down Boom. So Boom, he's going to be off to a phenomenal start. And Era, his movement's not really going to be working so much here at the start. Aramis is still lingering mid. Supreme we'll be okay.
Yeah, a little hard to make the move. So 4-minute runes. This time, Supreme at least able to grab one of them.
KheZu starting to suffer. Jibe has hit level 3. So we've got that level 2 spirit. Look at him just get beat down. A couple more hits and he might actually still have the kill. KheZu actually forced to stun to push him away. So Charlie will have free farm. Aramis, does he get the courier? Oh. There we go.
Yeah, I guess both offlaners just having a tough time at the moment.
Yeah.
As expected. And being left on their own for the most part.
I thought KheZu would have a bit of a better time, but just these pulls, these like the lane resets and everything that they've done down here has actually put him into a weird spot where he can't lane well. And look at this attention mid. Both 4 positions on the prowl. Witch Doctor even connecting. Celery, he wants in.
Can he get the... Wow, Supreme needs help.
Sure can.
He's looking pretty dead. One more raise would do it. I mean, maybe they don't even need it. Just the right clicks here from Aramis and Celery. Supreme, he's over to the pit. See if he can maybe bring down Celery with him. He can't, as he'll die first. Celery does still end up going down, but now Chessie, he's turned up. And Chessie, he's probably going to be dead if Aramis connects the roll, which he can very easily do so. Chessie turns up to try and help out with the skirmish. Ends up just feeding his life away to Boom.
A great move from Celery. I think just recognizing like he doesn't really need to sit top anymore. It's a Razor versus Underlord. Celery can just make moves all over now. He actually comes back mid, refills the bottle up, putting all this attention. Just 6 heroes in the mid lane. Now we've had these side lanes just kind of ditched for the time being. So Charlie will be very happy, at the very least, for the side of Chicken Fighters. But yeah, Supreme going down before 6. Now he's got Laguna. So now if they try this again, they could probably take out Boom as well at the same time.
We'll see the kill down bottom whilst we have the action going on in the river. As, back in the live action here, we've got Boom. Getting Laguna'd, it's not going to be enough damage. Boom's able to walk away from that. And now look to try and maybe turn onto Jibe. They've got Aramis to the river. Aramis attempts to roll away, does get blocked off. As they will at least kill the Earth Spirit, but Boom able to stay alive and actually maybe even try to find Error here. Error. It's got Jibe around, and the Razors, they'll just hold them off and won't quite be able to get a kill with them though.
So much attention on the mid lane. There's 6 heroes showing up so early on, but Boom somehow survives. Even though he gets tossed super out of position, I think maybe they didn't know that he was going to get tossed instantly. They didn't get all these extra right clicks onto him, and he'll survive. He'll get his bottle refilled again from the TP mid from his buddy Aramis, so he'll be able to keep himself positioned here. Very slow start for our offlaners, though, as you said. KheZu now getting some time to catch back up. Same thing we see for Chessie, farming some neutral camps.
Yeah, I mean, both are going to be able to sort of AFK farm a bit. High points of the Firestorm, high points of the Retaliate.
Yep.
They can hit those neutrals, no problem.
Oh, but Chessie, he starts... Okay, he'll be able to get out with the TP. I can't believe he moved up. That was really risky. He saw the rotations coming over, too, from Aramis. But that does mean they can potentially just hit the tower here. 68 damage still stolen. Yeah, they do. And they've got good ward coverage in the area, too. That does mean, on the flip side, Chicken Fighters setting up for mid. Boom. He's gonna show himself. Era is gonna go for the wrap. Does have a ward available, too, to place it behind tower if they really want to dive. But here comes Viking again. Quick swing over. Defending their tower. And they do have to be cautious now, because KheZu's got global impact. He has Stampede online, so this next fight could be quite different.
Ira. Good catch here on Aramis. Do they have the burst? They do.
Nice.
That wasn't too bright.
Runes get checked. Boom gets lucky. Gets himself the regen bottom.
He's got some nice stacks to work on in the jungle as well. Which, I imagine they give them to the SF. He's going to... Well, I guess Razor can clean them as well with the ult.
Yeah, probably. It's probably going to be the Shadow Fiend just because he has level 1 field. He actually... Oh, wow, he actually maxed the Link. Okay. I thought maybe he'd only put like 2 or 3 points in because that's usually what you do for the lane, and then you start pumping out your plasma field for the damage in team fights, but just all in on Link. So if he shows up into fights, his AoE damage is going to be much weaker. It's going to be just all playing around the Link, of course. Does mean that Chessie's lane is legit impossible. Like, he just can't show at all here. Time to clear it.
Yep.
Time to pick up some lovely neutral items and maximum efficiency. The regen rune gets popped, so boom. He'll have full mana to fight right after all this, too.
And just another game where he's going to be able to work towards that quick first start and BKB timing. And
Yep.
yeah, just another game where that BKB, it's going to make him invincible. They won't be able to kill him at all.
He's not as he's not as buffed up though this time.
Sure,
like,
he hasn't
he'll
got
be
the
immune to all
backup.
that magic, but
Yeah.
no Solar Crest for some time, no Heavenly Grace, stuff like that either.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they do have good burst damage, so still does have to be a bit cautious not to get caught by the two of them here, but they do have vision of them. And Celery's cutting them off.
And they're
And
coming in
here's
with the Stampede. They've got the three of them here. The cast
Oh,
bouncing
boy.
around all three of them as they were not ready for that one-bit chicken fighters.
That ward just broke them entirely. Just all walking under vision. Stampede gets popped, it's easy. They just collapse right on top of them there. And uh-oh.
I
This
mean,
game
that
already
was-
starting to pick up
Yeah, you
pace
sort of-
quickly here.
Yeah, Celery, perfect place to be as the cask is out and just bouncing between all three. They're just
Beautiful.
nothing to break away, nothing to fight back.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, and Kezu even able to, like, while that's happening, Kezu takes bottom tower. They take mid tower too now. Chicken Fighters
That's only
in
a
a bit of
3K
disarray
lead.
now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big jump up there. You can see he's just, boom, suddenly down on XP and gold, of course, with those 3 kills being cleaned up
Dire's top tower
at
is
no
have
cost
the-
to Viking.
The really big concern that I'm very quickly having is just how fragile Chicken Fighters is. Just like last game, I felt like they had no real front line. The Doom was their front line. Chessie, again, is going to have to be that, but he's not going to be able to in this game versus all this damage, versus a Razor, just versus great heroes, versus these melee heroes. And then the other two cores are just unbelievably squishy. Luna and Lina, if they get jumped on, they're just dead. And Viking have an unbelievable amount of tools to get on them because of Stampede and Earth Spirit. So this is definitely going to be a very tough game for them to bring this deficit out of. It's going to be some tough carrying for Charlie.
I mean, yeah, it's sort of, at what point a Viking going to be scared of this Luna in the team fights? Now, how many items does Charlie need?
It feels like he needs BKB himself. He needs Dragon Lance, BKB, but he also needs Hurricane Pike because he can't get linked. Otherwise, he's just useless in the fight. Stampede's forced, and they will lose the Witch Doctor instantly, but they're still fighting.
Oh, yeah, they've got the setup on Supreme. Underneath the tower, they take down the Lina. They're ready to try and step across for more. The pit holds back Aramis. Yeah, just walking in and throwing everything down onto the Witch Doctor, costing them the life of Supreme.
I think Charlie actually just has to farm it up to get these like 2 items that he needs, but man,
Dire's middle
it even feels weird because I actually don't know what he needs. Because he
Yeah,
wants a
well,
Hurricane
when
Pike.
does it
He needs something
yeah.
to break the link, but he also needs his own items to be able to actually do damage and be selfish. But he also needs BKB because there's so much magic damage, so many ways getting on top of him. So
I mean,
it's just gonna be hard.
why the Manta rather than the BKB this game?
That one, I don't know actually.
You know what
The
I mean?
Manta
If you're
doesn't
getting
feel
the
like it's gonna
Dragon
help that
Lance,
much.
you've already got sort of that agi boost, and as you say, without BKB, it seems pretty impossible. You know, it feels you need
feel
more
so
than a
too.
Manta dispel to survive these team fights. And what are
It's just-
you even dispelling with the Manta? I guess just the Earth Spirit Silence. That's really it.
Yeah, and just like Manta dodging maybe some type of crazy combo or something like that, like a Centaur, Blink Centaur Stomp. You can Manta dodge it decently, but even then it's like, yeah. I think he's just trying to
gonna
go
need
for
so
full
much.
greed. I think he's feeling that pressure. He
Sure.
probably feels he just needs to be super farmed to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, Manta, of course, it's going to be better for the farming. You know, a bit of the extra boost the movement speed and attack speed to clear the camp. So, yeah, if anything, it sort of just says he's going to get the Manta, then he's going to get. I mean, I mean, does he really? You know, does he have to get BKB as well?
He does. He definitely needs it this game. He's
So
just
you
got
gotta
to
get the
get
Manta, you
controlled
gotta
and
get the
shut
BKB.
down. So
And then
just
he's
needs a
going
lot
to
of
get some
farm.
damage. But then at that
I
point,
don't
he's
know.
probably getting Scardy, which obviously is a great item to have. But then it's still like, well, then you need the item afterwards, the Butterfly Daedalus or MKB really, until you can really threaten heroes like Boom through the BKB, which is you know, it's completed here. 13 minutes in, got the BKB on the SF. Viking feeling very strong.
It's go time. They've got the Blink on Blink on the Centaur, BKB on Shadow Fiend. Again, they get these double item timings just like they did last game. Shad almost has BKB too, so they're going to be so fight ready. And Chicken Fighters, they're not going to be fight. They're going to be farm ready for the Luna in
gotta keep
particular. The
farming.
rest of them are not going to be able to fight toe to toe 4v5 versus these BKBs.
Radiant's
Does feel like it's going to be really difficult for Chicken Fighters unless they just delete a hero at the start of the fights.
Charlie, he's just
Charlie?
TP mid.
Oh, he's just dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that hurts. You know, they need Charlie farming his heart out. If he's not hitting creeps, then no, there's no progression really being made here by Chicken Fighters.
Nope. And Kezu, he sees Jibe. They've got another one. And that could just be enough for Roche, perhaps. Do they have Medallion? They have level 1 presence. They don't have a PA. Their physical damage is still lackluster. Yeah, it's just a bit missing. But they might run into more. Kezu, he has a hood. So Supreme really not wanting to go on him at all.
He's got to sneak out of here.
And now they're scouted.
Well, they're going for the Rift out. Have they got the damage to kill him before the Rift goes off?
He kicks him away.
They try and kick him to the side. It was a good attempt. But Chessie will still make it out of there with Supreme. They can't quite put a stop to it or break away the play.
I mean, honestly, thank God for Chicken Fighters that they do. Because if they died there, that might just be game over. That would be so critical, them losing literally all 3 cores in the span of 40 seconds.
He's found himself a little extra play mid with the invis.
Beautiful. Easy.
I mean, this series, I mean, Boom, the second pick SF. Both games looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, these two teams just, like I said, they played for 7 hours together, Owen. They're very aware of how each other play. So Viking definitely having a really good footing, very good understanding, and Boom, he's feeling himself. Like, he's super farmed. He has a Dragon Lance coming out on the courier soon too. This is some excellent item timings.
Well, Jibe, he's in trouble. At least he needs help, he needs backup, and he is going to get it. Chicken Fighters are here. Viking, they'll back off and respect that. Arrow trying to get a catch. Get the pick down onto the 3 of them. The Supreme trying to head in, but held back by the cask bounces. Won't quite be able to grab any of Viking, as Viking are well and truly out of there.
It's just awkward for Chicken Fighters to ever punch back and make a play. Supreme does have to still be careful up here. But yeah, without the Blink Dagger on the Tiny, because they have an offlaner like Underlord, they have no way to start a fight. They have to just like waddle into the fight slowly and hope that Vikings just walks right back into them. But Viking, you know, they're ready to take the fights. As we said, Shad with his BKB, they have double BKB's Blink. These timings are all working out perfectly for them. And we do see Charlie. So Manta, and he's going to queue up the BKB next, as we expected.
Kezu.
But they're just losing heroes left and right.
They do. They catch Arrow. Same time as Shad just takes out Jibe in the river on his own. 11 to 6,
Luna.
4K lead. Yeah, it's going to be a heavy game here for Charlie. Can he
and the
do it
hero
on the
overall
Luna?
is not winning. 35% win rate across the DPC right now.
Wow. I'd say it's not an easy one to do it on. How's his items looking? He's got the... Oh, about 1,300 away from the Mountain, indeed. Yeah, BKB queued up next. So as you say, you know, going for the Mountain of the Dragon Lance, he is still going to have to play the farm game because he needs the BKB. He can't do anything before the BKB. But even then, he's going to turn up, pop BKB in the fights, and I think there's a high chance that Viking are going to say, now what? You know, that's like,
I think what's
he going to do?
I think they all
do?
just pop BKB, they stampede, Razor links him, and then you're like, oh my god, we can't break the link because he's faster than me. So it feels like it's going to be so hard for Chicken Fighters when that big fight, if it ever does kick off. It does feel like it's going to be super complicated for them. That's it, Boom. He's chilling. Same build as last time. Shad actually cancels his TP. They want to stay down here. Yeah, it just feels so weird, right? Because like I see these Lunas, and it's like you're full physical, right? But they all take the talents because the spellcaster talents are just so much better. So he just takes both spellcaster talents, even though he's a straight physical carry. It just seems, you know, it's weird. It's Kezu. They're hunting.
Aramis, he's going to go straight in. He's up on the high ground. He is pretty deep here, Aramis. Are they going to be able to help him out? They're not. Aramis will die for that. As yeah, he was scouting out the situation. Maybe Shad can find some kills in return. Let's link off onto Chessie, but a good toss from Eric gets Chessie back to safety.
Okay. Not bad. Get themselves 1 kill, buying themselves time to farm. We see Supreme. He's got his BKB queued up after, and I think Chicken Fighters, yeah, it's just avoid fights until you can have that magic community on both of your cores to hope for the fight. And they do have ET at the end of the day. It is a very under-leveled ET, so they will have the aura that if he's able to actually get into the fights. But yeah, it's still these BKBs just feel like they're so impactful from Viking whenever the fight does kick off. Just feels really difficult for positioning for such squishy heroes on Chicken Fighters. Viking chilling. Boom. He has his crit finished. Picks up a Grove Bow with his Dragon Lance. This Shadow Fiend's going to be hitting from a mile away now. Charlie keeping up, though.
He is. He's right there behind Boom.
Just what can he do with it?
I mean, he's getting the space. You know, only dying the once this game. He hasn't been caught that much at all.
Era he still doesn't have Blink on Tiny. It is so late. 19 minutes, still no way for them to actually initiate a fight. They can scout with ET Spirit, but Era, you see he's trying to farm top. He's like, I really need this Blink. Nice Firestorm. The bash on Boom, too. He's dropping really low. Boom.
They got a Stampede as well. He gets taken out by the right clicks. But now Shad's in with the run. They get the jump over to Supreme. Supreme, he's got the Yules to buy him some
Still
time.
alive.
Shad is falling pretty low here. Shad is going to go down. Charlie, he's turning up. He's cleaning up.
And they're going to get... They can clean up Roche. Boom has to just not fight. Shadow Fiend has to run away. No HP.
They're going to get another Kezu. All right. Here we have it. Chicken Fighters.
All right. And that might give him time to farm BKB with an Aegis. So Charlie's item build might be working. Boom. Huge mistake sitting in the pit, just tanking the full Firestorm.
That was pretty much his whole health. Aramis, he's going to... I think he's just giving away another life here.
I think he's just dead.
Okay.
All right.
Easy Roche. Chicken Fighters, they'll have it. Aegis on Charlie now.
Interesting.
And now
Charlie's like, this was my plan all along.
I mean, yeah. Boom. Just not fight ready whatsoever. Sitting at 200 HP, popping the BKB, nearly dying here. I think one more right click might have even got him. As they've got to do everything to save him, then they try and scramble a team fight together. But at that stage, Chicken Fighters, they're in the much better position. There's no mid laner effectively on Viking GG's team fight.
Yeah, there is no mid lane. He's literally completely zoned out. That was a very interesting series of events. As top Supreme will be able to survive, I think. Oh no, he's getting slowed by the Stampede.
Yeah, Yule's still on cooldown. He is speedy. He could chance it with a TP. Oh,
he's out.
Oh, he's away.
Dire's top tower is under
And now no Requiem. Chicken Fighters, they're finding
They're
their
back.
timings.
They're back, ladies and gentlemen. They're top of the net worth, Charlie. They are doing it. Let's see if they can keep it going. They've got this Aegis now. Maybe they can try and do something aggressive.
He's got BKB.
He's got BKB.
He's actually safe. And he still has to worry about links, but it's definitely working. Everything else, he's going to be really strong versus now. And what's ET got? ET almost has Solar Crest. And ET can actually start maybe waddling into the fights to apply that aura onto some heroes when their BKBs are gone. Some hope. Some big hope to give into Chicken Fighters.
Here, yeah, with that sort of fight that Charlie's able to just turn up to and get involved in pretty much 3 easy kills.
Level 19 now, too. What levels do we have on the cores on Viking? 15 and 16.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's certainly making this Luna work so far. They can take down these objectives very quickly. I mean, with the Aegis on Charlie, it's going to be very hard for Viking to decide how they want to take a fight into this. They may just have to let Chicken Fighters get away with taking these towers.
It looks like it. I mean, Tier 2's dead. They're scared to fight versus this rallied Underlord and Luna now. With Aegis, just makes things much more complicated. And Luna literally picks up 2 full items pretty much after that whole Roche thing. So, totally different game than it was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that whole move around the Roche jump, it's... They're definitely paying for it here, Viking.
Yeah. And Era, who 19 minutes didn't have Blink Dagger, he nearly has Blink and Force now. So they actually will have a way to break the link now, too, because of that from the Tiny. Even starting to queue up the next few big items as well. Lotus Orb queued up on Chessie. If he can put it on the Luna, then they can never even link initially. BKB on Supreme.
Yeah, and this butterfly is going to be super nice for Charlie. You know, you've not got any hero that wants to be buying an MKB really on Viking. So the evasion is going to be very, very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, Boom can build it. It's not the worst on these DPS,
Sure, I
these
guess,
right-clicking
yeah,
Shadow
yeah.
Fiends, but yeah.
It's going to take him
They're going to
time.
go for a huge wraparound. Chicken Fighters are smoked all in the back line. Supreme hiding himself really far away. It's just Charlie hitting buildings. Here we go. Aramis.
He's going to start scouting things out. They're moving in on towards Zera. See Supreme turn with the Lagoon on to Aramis. Aramis, he's still having to be played around with here with the Yule Scepter. The Light Strike Array comes down. They'll get the kill, but they've lost Charlie once. As Viking, they've taken down 2 around him as well. Charlie comes back in with the ultimate, but the BKB's ready on Shad. They're trying to chase Viking back up to the high ground. They'll catch Celery outside of the base. Charlie and Supreme, they're going to continue to try and push on forward. Oh, a nice mantra into the BKB. Charlie's able to dodge the hoof stomp and keeps pushing on. He takes out the tier 3 tower. He's going to use the rest of the BKB to TP out. He's away. Chesty also looking to get out with the Rift, and he'll make it out on top of it all.
Great fight. Viking
Very
actually
nice,
getting a
yeah.
decent wraparound, but Shad gets the full link onto Charlie, but Charlie's able to live. Nice BKB, a little Manta dodge too, and he's able to get himself away.
Yeah.
And it's 2 buybacks from
2
Viking.
buybacks they have to use, and they still end up losing a tier 3 tower. So the net worth advantage pushing on here for Chicken Fighters.
Charlie gonna get very close to that next item very quickly off of these things too. Just getting some quick cleanup kills.
Yeah, we just see again here the start of the fight, a little bit all over the place. Able to quickly take down Charlie, but doing it a second time, it did not have the tools to do so. Even with a decent amount of damage built up on Shad, Charlie comes back. He's got all the damage fresh, ready to work with.
Boom had to BKB and just instantly pop Requiem. The Requiem actually kind of hits nothing because Charlie was dead during it. Shad did a great job of focus firing him. So some misspells from Viking, but a great opportunity seized from Chicken Fighters. Now up to 5k gold lead, and the Butterfly, he already got the Eagle Song now coming too. What a game this is now just rapidly turned into just for around that one situation with Roche. And bottom's going to constantly be this threat. Now that they lost tier 3, this is where Luna just, you open up, right? Because once that base, you start hitting these barracks, if Luna's actually able to set up these glaives, the bounces, they're going to be threatening, especially to squishy heroes like Witch Doctor.
Yeah, Viking have got to be so careful about their next move now. They don't get the jump on Charlie. Charlie is just going to take over each and every one of these team fights now.
Yep.
Nearly 4k ahead of Boom. They've got to deal with the
Supreme
Luna.
Supreme is fully caught up too.
Yeah.
Just off of these things. So sure, he died these 4 times, but he's even going for like the Scotty build versus the double ranged carries too. It's got to be very effective versus those BKBs in the range carry. Just a slow down. Yeah, they're starting to get so many items together. And yeah, that's the Butterfly pretty much done. If he would like to disassemble his mask, which I think it will be the case, yeah, he's got Butterfly. Oh boy. Chicken Fighters now with a huge timing themselves here. Solar Crest, Butterfly, all these other items now being finished up. Oh, also an Elven Tunic for Charlie, so more evasion. They're going to have some physical damage issues to bring down the Luna.
Yeah, they really are. Like the Luna's going to be able to easily trade back. Even if they get a good static link onto Charlie, that just won't be enough at this stage with how farmed Charlie is.
If they can, maybe if he like BKB's full links and just kind of ignores him, but he might just die too quick. It's gonna be tough to reduce Charlie.
Oh, they get the jump on Boom. Boom has to put the BKB. They'll try and come in with the counter players. They run down Era. They'll take down one. The Requiem coming out as well, but Chicken Fighters, they've already been able to step out to the side. Supreme, he's in with the BKB, but Viking's able to step away. Kick back onto Jesse, keeping him in range of Shad. Aramis, he's got the further control. Rolls in, lands the roll. This time round, Viking, they're ready for the attempted jump there from Chicken Fighters as they take down the 2.
They were all so set up. And Charlie, nice patience. He doesn't pop the BKB. Aramis actually rolled onto him. He holds it. So he will have it if they try to make a move onto him now.
He's farming underneath vision, though. And he's a little scared of this. Has to put the BKB to run.
Okay, so now Viking do have a bit of a 60-second window to keep applying this pressure, keep looking for these kills. No Roche, though. 15 seconds until we find out if that's going to be up fast or not.
How's the MKB time? The MKB is going to be pretty close to done here on Boom, so...
Oh, yeah, he actually does almost have it already. I saw he still had
picked it up pretty
Satanic Feud,
fast.
but yeah, he did pick up the rest of those pieces pretty quickly. Don't think Shad, you don't have to go for it as Shad. I think you go
Sure.
for the, I actually don't even like that he's like queued. I think we can get like AC or anything like that. Like any type of pickup would have been better. Like just Scotty or AC, something like that to counteract. Just full out about counteracting Luna. So I actually don't mind Scotty, but I don't think he needs MKB on Razor. It just doesn't seem necessary.
And then
yeah, they have 2 headbands.
That is a good spot as well, yeah, from our observers.
Radiant's
A pretty nice one, have to. Are they making use of both of them? They are, right? Witch Doctor. Oh, no, just Witch Doctor.
I think just the one.
Wants it.
Yeah, they don't have anyone else who needs the cast range.
But still taken away. There's definitely people that would have liked it on the side of Chicken Fighters. Well, actually, yeah, maybe
Is there?
Lina.
Would Lina even use it?
I guess Lina would rather have the Enchanted Greaves. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Maybe
matter.
not. I mean, Chessie could, but I think
Whatever's
Essence
nice.
brings more value for himself.
Dire
Headband's not bad on
maybe,
Underlord, though.
yeah, maybe Chessie would have taken it, yeah. Chessie would have liked it. Yeah, we'll see. Having to run. I mean, you can't blame Charlie. He couldn't stick around to grab that.
No.
Had to get out as soon as he sees them heading his way.
Dire's mid
They've gotten to the base. Vikings, you have to get back. If the Luna starts hitting your buildings, especially on the bottom side, it'll be problematic. Shad,
Radiant's
force the Yules. Link does mean it's on cooldown now, though. 20 seconds. Charlie might see an opportunity to walk up. Pops the Manta, though, so not going to walk up the hill.
No, it's still a little
And
spooky.
he will back away.
Last time we
Yeah.
saw them go for this sort of move, they had the Aegis. So without it, well, a little harder for Chicken Fighters to head up here confidently.
And there we go. Boom. He's got the... Oh, his courier almost just died to bouncing glaives. He's going to have MKB finished. So they're going to smoke. They're going to look for the fight themselves with this timing, because now he actually has ways to focus fire that Luna a little bit better. And if they can get the initial jump, if they can follow up with Chain Stun, they could still effectively remove Charlie. And here it comes. MKB coming out on courier. Chicken Fighters all rallied around high ground.
Yeah,
Crimson Guard also
Crimson,
for Kezu.
yeah.
That could be pretty nice, actually, for the damage from
Against
the
the
Luna.
Glaives, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a Scotty picked up for Lina, so some good timings also on Chicken Fighters. That Scotty could be really effective if Supreme can keep himself up and just apply that slow onto both these range carries.
Oh, let's see. That's Aramis. Trying to get the vision out to start the fight, but to be spotted here by Chicken Fighters. Aramis is actually going to still
He's
look to
just
lead in. After he sees him go for his ward. He's pretty tanky, but I mean, is he really tanky enough? Kez going to try and come in with the counterplay, in for the wraparound. Boom, looking to come in from the side. They do get the link onto Charlie. Chessie, he's opting to take them out of it. He knows that with the link on Charlie,
Supreme?
this is not a fight to take, but he's been separated. Error is going to get left behind it as they'll take down Error. They'll take down Supreme. Not able to make it back in time or within range of that rift.
I don't think Supreme expected the attack range from Boom. Just with this Enchanted Quiver and Dragon Lance and everything, too.
So
He hit him
much
a couple
damage.
times from super far away, too. And that's 55 seconds. No, Lina, he bought out.
They want to contest the Roche. They don't want to let Viking have this at all. Buyback comes out from Error.
They do have good ways to contest. They have the ET, so he can keep throwing the Spirit into Scout. But Viking, they're going to continue working on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little harder for Charlie to get stuck in. His BKB still on cooldown for 40 seconds. Chessie steps out. They're going to jump on him straight away. Chessie, he's got to get back up to the high ground. The cask bouncing around between all of them. The Death Ward's down.
Oh,
Chessie's going to fall. He's gone. He's got buyback, uses it immediately. They really don't want to let Viking get this Roshan, but they can't do anything about it. As Roshan falls, Viking get all the rewards. Kezu is even up onto the high ground, seeing he can get the grab on Terra, but Chessie will lock him down with the pit. But now,
Such a huge fight from Viking. Just taking out the Lina, like her not being in the fight, she just can't fight. Them forcing that Charlie BKB too. You know, it looked psycho from Aramis, but it ends up working out beautifully with the way they initiate everything and set themselves up now with some great item timings too. Scotty now finished on the Razor to just break the carry. He's just going to keep just annoying the hell out of Charlie. Just a couple hits on him, keep linking him. It's going to make Charlie's life really complicated. And look, watch Supreme. I think he could have just ran away rather than running back into the rift, but he walks back in and gets hit like 3 more times and just dies. So
yeah,
some
I think we're
slip-ups
just,
for sure.
just steps back and gets hit by the Eye of the Storm from Shad.
Yeah.
Just picks up the kill.
Couple misplays definitely coming in effect there.
And now back to a little bit of a lead here for Viking. Charlie may still be, he's king, he's at the top, 24k net worth, he's still massive. But the rest of the team's sort of slipping down around him. The Supreme.
Oh my god, is he
they've
actually
got
getting
him.
caught?
He's got to put this BKB
He's
and run,
dead.
but Maledict's on him. He's absolutely dead. Supreme
And now Jibe.
also caught. Oh, what were the two of them doing up there?
Oh no, Supreme. Some massive mistakes coming out here. Again, 70 seconds now. Viking, they can sweep across the map, just look for frags.
Yeah. Chicken Fighters, they've got to be very, very scared of these movements now.
Yeah, Kezu's going to TP bottom. He's even just pinging out. He's like, let's go secret shop. Like, we know where they are. They're not playing their triangle. They're playing our triangle. Chessie, as soon as he spots, I actually like that move from Chessie. He plays ahead of the wave, ahead of where the Luna's playing, just so he can scout out if there is any movement from Viking. It's actually a heads-up play, because he knows he's safe with the Rift. So he'll see the movement. Charlie will back away. And Viking, they'll just get to push out some lanes after that kill with the Lina, not able to find anything else. At least an outpost taken away.
Yeah, they can't let that happen again though, Chicken Fighters. Losing a core like that. See what they can do in 20 seconds when Supreme's back up. Shad's going to start working on his MKB. Items continue to fly in for Boom. He's got a full Satanic done now as well. So whilst he might not have sort of the same saves as last game within that Omni Knight, he's definitely got a lot of ways to keep himself alive. Chessie, it's too much damage. It's too much damage here for this SF. Boom. Just cleans him up. Chessie out for the 80 seconds here. No buyback. They're still on cooldown.
He's very important too for this high ground defense.
Yep.
They at least do still have like ET. They have a lot of different ways to spam still, but that is painful. They do have also the shard on the Luna picked up, so we'll be able to spam with his Lucent Beam and the glaives that are very annoying. But constantly catching cores. This is multiple times now catching the Lina, the Underlord, a bit out of position here. Viking playing these last moments much cleaner than they did around that Roche area. And Boom's is huge. He's almost level 25 too on the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, Era. He tries to get in, but he's, I think it's 3 shy from Boom.
And they pop the Eclipse too.
Boom. I mean, they take him down once, but this is why he's the man with the Aegis. He's more than happy for that to be committed on him. As now he's ready to move as Supreme. He's got to run. The damage is too much from Boom. Supreme will buy some time here up in the air with the Yules, but as he comes down, Kessie's waiting for him. Who stomped down onto the 2 of them? Supreme's gone. Is 3 dead, no buyback. It's going to be up to Charlie here to push them away as Charlie turns towards Aramis, but Aramis has still got a roll to make it out of there. Celery also getting saved with the Force of the Glimmer. Celery is still alive. He's headed out of there. Chessie is coming to the front of the action, but Boom just tears him apart. 3 hits over towards the Luna. Luna's gone. They've not got buybacks. It's probably going to be game right here as Viking. I mean, well, Chicken Fighters more so. They had a good shot this game. They brought it back around that Roche mess up from Viking, but then the rest of the game, it was just sort of back to business of making mistakes. And Viking, the series, it's theirs.
Bit of a weird series with some of the plays coming out.